Hi, I'm Lana, and this is day 7 of practicing public speaking in front of a camera to just be better at it and more confident in my communication skills and get the clubs and classes and jobs I want to have when I'm older. And today we're going to talk about school phone policies and how I feel about them in my personal opinion, if they should be a thing or not, if we should ban phones in school, as was an idea in my comments. And if you were the one who suggested that, thank you so much. That was a really good idea. Of course, my opinion is going to be a little biased because I'm a student and I have a phone. But also, I feel like it matters a lot more than most people, than not all people's, but like it matters a lot because I'm one of the main people affected by this. And because I'm a student and I need my phone, okay? And I have one. One of my main factors as to why we need phones in school, and my personal opinion is that phones should be in school, is that America specifically is not safe enough to not have phones in school. This amount of school shootings just is not safe. Because if we don't have phones, how am I going to contact my mom or my dad or the cops, I don't know, whoever, if there is a school shooting? I'm not going to be able to do that if I don't have my phone. Or even a teacher, if there's safety issues. And second of all, a lot of our assignments and stuff are online. And having that extra ability to do it on my phone, especially like if I can't have the ability to bring my computer and Wi-Fi with me 24/7, because you can't always bring like a whole bulky computer everywhere you are. I sometimes will submit on full-on assignments on my phone, so being able to do that is very important to me because it's makes everything more efficient and stuff. But I think the main reason teachers and adults don't want kids to have phones in school is they don't trust them. They don't think they're going to be as productive. And to be fair, a lot of them aren't. There is crappy kids out there, but there also was back in the day before cell phones. You had a lot more fights, especially in my district, and just a lot more drama. There was people destroying textbooks, which now does not happen, especially because we have online textbooks. So that's another thing. What's another reason why phones in school are important? I'm thinking. I use my phone a lot to contact my friends, not just in an unproductive way, but also if I have a group assignment, if I need to ask them a question or something, I can do that twice as quickly as I would if I didn't have my phone on me. And there's always that anxiousness of not having it. And also, we're learning to have habits that we're gonna have when we're adults, when we have jobs, and to do that. What school trains us for is how to learn properly. Not just the stuff we learn is important, but learning how to learn specifically, learning what methods work for us, developing those habits. And along with developing those habits is we're all going to have phones when we have jobs. And I don't think our jobs are going to ban phones like a school would. No, most jobs wouldn't because you're an adult. And so it's important while our brains are still developing to develop the habit of us constantly having our phones on us, to develop the habit of learning to not be on it constantly, to know when's a good time to use it, when's not a good time to use it, to develop those habits now when our brain's still developing and we have the opportunity to learn the hard way without suffering or getting fired for it, rather than just pushing us straight into the deep end without developing any of those habits at all, without learning the importance of it, without having to learn how to use our phones in an efficient way and in an inefficient way. If we can't do that, we're not gonna thrive as well in school as we would have. So that's just mostly what I came up with in my head currently as to why I like phones in school. But of course I understand the struggle with kids not being as productive as they could be in a classroom. That's a big thing. I see kids often using their phones or not, but along goes with learning the hard way. And of course some kids, they need extra restrictions on their phone, but that's not going to fix it if they don't develop the habits early. Well, thank you to anyone who watched this video. This is really scary for me sometimes. My chest gets really tight and I don't know what to talk about. The whole goal of this is for me to get less anxious on camera and less anxious speaking to people in public. So any advice as to what I can do better would be great, or what I can talk about in these 5-minute long videos would be much appreciated. So thank you to anyone who engaged or watched, or any sort of support means a lot to me. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.